Look what I got for my birthday. I got me a tumbler from Miss Wanda at Crazy Days. Mr. Buddy got him one from Deep South Homestead. And I tell you what, it keeps my ice water as cold as my Yeti cup. It surely does. But anyway, good morning, y'all. It's Lippy. I'm out here catching a heat stroke. But it's garden update. But before we get to the garden update, I wanted to share some stuff with you guys. You know, just because it's Sunday and it's garden time, I got to catch y'all up. Y'all remember Wednesday, June 8th was my birthday. And we did the hula hoop extravaganza. Y'all, that was a blast. Well, my good friend, bestie, Miss Allison, and a lot of you that follow on the lives, y'all know that Miss Allison and Wanda and I are best buds. And anyhow, she was traveling back up from Texas, headed back home to New York. And she stopped in Thursday, left out yesterday, Saturday, headed back home. So we had 3 days and 2 nights of fun, y'all. We went to Ed Lester's farm. She bought her quite a few vegetables, and I wished I would have taken her to Jefferson, because when she and Trevor headed north, Buddy said it's time to get back to our traditions. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. Every year, Buddy would take me to Jefferson, Texas. It's about 45 minutes from this location, to get a burger and sweet potato fries. I know it sounds crazy, but they have the best burgers and the best sweet potato fries with this house dip. Phenomenal, you hear me? So I was like, yes, because we missed 2019 and we missed 2020. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. 2019, 2020, and last year. So we lost 3 years. We're not going to lose any more, Lord willing. So, and we went 8, and we always walked the blocks. It's a very tourist, historical town, lots of antique shops, general stores. Let's see, there's a barbecue place, a cupcake, what do they call them things? Them food trucks. That's something new. But anyway, I take $5. I've done this, y'all, probably 15 years. So I take $5 and I try to find something that I want, most time need, for $5. I don't spend any more than that. Well, this time I was looking for a copper pot. Mine cracked finally. And the price of copper pots, and I was like, I'm probably not going to find one, but hey, if it's meant for me to get me a copper bottom pot, it'll be there. Well, I didn't find one, but what I found was a whisk. My old whisk, which I call a bottom whisk, it's not like your traditional whisk. It actually is flat, and so it can pull from the bottom up, and it brings a lot of air into like the gravies or the sauces that you're making. I found one of those, got it for $3. I was like, this is a deal. I got $2 left over. So on the way out to the car, I saw this coffee shop, and y'all, you know, I don't buy coffee away from the house. But I was like, let's just go in, because I could smell it, you know. And I said, I'll take a 20-ounce, coffee. And she said $4.25. So I had $2. Buddy paid the other $2.25. I think he got him a Gatorade. Matter of fact, he did. So I think he just paid a 10 or something. I don't know. Anyway, trotted on to the car, got my coffee, full as a tick, okay? But that's all I spent. Came home and sat and reflected. You know, driving home and getting home, and to some may think, a burger and fries. but it was more than that. You know, it was a tradition. It's something very simple, but it's something I thoroughly enjoy, from the food to the atmosphere to the people. You know, there's a lot of tourists there, so you get to talk to people, you know, and I love people, y'all. And God brought us back home for us to pick up basically where we left off. So I had a lot of reflection, and I had a great time. So before we go to the garden update, I took pictures. I didn't video, but I did take a lot of pictures. So I'm gonna run a slideshow, and then we'll get back to the garden update. And also there's a surprise in this garden. It was a surprise to me. So we're gonna see how well the surprise does. But I'm looking around, and guys, I don't know about y'all, but we got to get some sun off this garden, y'all's gardens. The sun's got to go away. And I picked the right time to show you. We're 11 o'clock. We may be close to noon now. I don't know. I have to check the time. But the sun, yeah, we're about noon, because I'm looking at the sun. And I want you to see, because last time I think it was very late evening. I want you to see what it's doing in the sun, and I want you to see what my plants have done in 100% shade. 100%, they have yet to get any heat on them. So I'll stop rattling, let y'all see the slideshow. Amazing week, amazing. Oh, and tomorrow is Mr. Buddy's birthday, and he has a surprise being cooked for him. All right, let's enjoy the slideshow and get back to the garden update. I have missed y'all, you know that? Okay, we're gonna start at the entrance. I did harvest, and I'll show my little harvest at the end of the video. We did a big harvest yesterday, guys. But hey, every day I'm getting something. Here are those Abe Lincolns. We're actually on the back side, okay? You can see the sun. I did, I think, harvest 2 of these. But they have tomatoes on them. There's some here. This one here is from Mr. Eddie at Poor Boy's Little Homestead. I'm starting to get blooms. Y'all, look. I'm really soaking them though. As you can see, the soak hose been going about 3 hours. Now once this is done, we're actually going to run the soaker hoses correctly and bury them. But Mr. Eddie is shining. And these are them Chef Orange. Up in here, I did harvest a couple of them. Let me see if I can find some. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see for the sun. And everyone knows this is House Tool Celebrations. These are so good, y'all. Okay, here is, we've got to name this. Should we say Lippy's Headache? But y'all, I mean, you know, they're producing. But I have to baby these crazy things. I mean, baby them. This is about the only ones that get any bugs on them. Let me show you. Look at that. The only tomato plants. But I'm not taking them out. Nope, I told y'all I was gonna keep them. Okay, here is the other Italian headaches. But y'all, you'll see at the end of the video, I do harvest quite a bit of these. Now these little cluster ones, they don't seem to be causing a problem. But them other ones, yes. Now, they're kind of sweet. They're really I would say a salsa, a good paste. A pasta sauce, you know, fresh pasta sauce. Roast them in the oven. But to just eat, they're a little on the, they're real meaty, kind of mealy, kind of, I don't know, but if you roast them, they're absolutely delicious. Like I say, there's not much I can give information on. You know, I tried it. I won't do them again, but hey, they're working. Okay, here we go. This is the Homestead tomatoes from House Tool. Amazing. Look at this cluster. Y'all, these are delicious. Okay, now we're gonna start walking. Oh, looks like I missed a couple of bananas. Look y'all. There's one. There's one way back there. I'll grab them tomorrow. Oh, and Mr. Eddie's, I forget what you call it, bandina tomato. It's got blooms. Look, y'all. Got blooms. Bell peppers. I got a couple of them this morning. But you see now, we're going into shade. Let me show you. You can see the shadow on the ground. See the sun? Now watch this. Absolutely no sun. And they are doing amazing. The zucchini, oh my. I want to show you down in here. Look at all the zucchini. And that's something we love. Hey, here's some squash. Just regular crook neck. I think I harvested all of them. Yeah. There may be a couple that I left for tomorrow. I'm not really sure. Oh, and look at this, guys. This zucchini. See how it's tucked away in the shade? Can y'all see down in there? I had a huge one hidden yesterday. Okay, this is the other crook neck. There is some in here, look. Can y'all see? Let me get closer. There we go. Okay, here's the kids' cherry tomatoes. I harvested about 12, I think, this morning. Tomorrow, I'll get the rest of these. I started to pull these, but I'm gonna let them go another day. Sometimes they get totally red, and I'll leave them till they're red, but a lot of times I'll let them change a little bit deeper orange, pull them, leaving the part of the stem, and let them finish ripening. That's just so we don't lose any. Parsley's coming back. Remember I told you I harvested a lot? It's coming back for its second round. And I don't know if I told y'all, but we figured this out. This is one of those Hoss Tool yellow tomatoes. Remember I had 2 orange and a yellow. Well, I've been harvesting them, but I want to show you this big one. Y'all, look at that. That's a tomato sandwich. Rosemary, oregano, the purslane, doing great. The lemon balm, it's coming back. I did trim a lot of it. I gave it a good haircut last Monday or Tuesday. Remember I told you I would? It's coming back. I even have some new shoots coming where I did harvest. The lavender, it's holding on. But like I said, that one over there, too much sun, it did blister. Oh, I got to come in here and cut some of these zinnias. Y'all look at this. The sun just got on this about 30 minutes ago. And look. And it won't leave for about 2 hours. We'll get semi-shade. But y'all, this one, so I know what I will not put in these beds. But I do see one that I can harvest tomorrow. Look at that. I got one. It'll be ready tomorrow. That's a straight net. Okay, here is our jalapeno. Guys, I have never seen such miserable looking pepper plants. Now, are they making peppers? Yes, they are. But they're making them funny looking. The heat. I mean, by now I should have already had 10 pints of pepper sauce put up. Not this year. Y'all remember what was in this bed? That was that mint. Now I'm going to show you what shade is doing to the mint. I mean 100% shade. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at it. Because I did transplant it to a pot. Look at this mint. Look at this. Didn't look like this a week ago, did it? And this is in 100% shade. Now there was one over there still. I left it. It looked dead, but I started digging around. It has some still green underground. So it's small, so I'm going to put it right here and then just fill it in. And I'm going to probably like it better being contained anyway. But y'all, we use a lot of mint. I'm so glad I made that decision to put it in the shade. Now this is my Italian oregano. I think I've told y'all my favorite oregano is the Italian oregano. It's got a flavor profile like no other oregano. Okay, I'm not sure y'all can see the strawberry bed, but it's doing good. The grandkids loved what strawberries did produce on it. I know y'all gonna struggle with the sun, and I apologize. There's the watermelons. Look at that. But now I'm gonna put some straw here because I don't want it to blister. Here's our cantaloupe. I haven't seen any yet. Lots of blooms. So I'm steadily watching. But they're doing great. What do you think of those tomatoes? I think I posted last week, I believe I did in the garden tour, where we found that water spigot and we started digging. Remember that video where I like dug up 50 bricks? Well, I was washing the cells out where our seed started. I think they were a 72 cell. And I just dumped it, you know, all that in that big hole because we're going to cover it up anyway once Buddy gets the lines run. Well, there's a tomato coming up, and I kept watching, and I was like, I may leave it because we're not going to fool with that water right now, not till probably early fall where it's cooler to really dig in this ground. And I was like, no, I need to move it. And I'm glad that I did. It would not have survived. Y'all, the root system was pathetic. So I said, okay, I'm moving it. 100% shade. And you're thinking, what? I have nothing to lose, okay? As I was driving Allison around on the golf cart showing her the property, there's a koi pond in the front yard, dried up. And it's just full of stuff, guys. That's where we're going to go ahead and use it, dig it out eventually, put it as a kidney bean, and create a small pond. But I also had dumped a lot of stuff over there. They're set to tomato plants. So the first tomato plant I showed you was the one by the water spigot. The other two that's in the same bed was growing in that koi pond. There again, root system, not good. But one was laying down, so of course I planted it down and then brought up the stalk some, okay? So therefore it gets hopefully a good straight shaft. So I have nothing to lose, right? Do I know what they are? I ain't got a clue. It could be the Italian ones for all I know, but I doubt it because I remember those being in the first trays. And the second small tray, I think those were 6-packs that I had got out in the building. I said, I'm just going to do 6 more tomatoes. I think that if memory serves me correct, so if that's the case, they'll either be a House Tool Celebration, a House Tool Orange Chef, or a Homestead. Because I did plant, or they could all be that Orange Chef since that's my favorite tomato. I don't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we? All right, I'm going to sit on the porch, edit up this video. That's what I've been doing since Wednesday. You got to see some of the clips. And garden update. Oh, feed. I skipped last week. I fed this morning, guys. Ah, dog, I should have filmed that. Okay, this is what I did. I used the 0-10-10, just like I showed y'all. The More Bloom, I think I showed y'all a week before last. I used it, and then I also used a straight tomato feed. Matter of fact, let me go get it, and I'm going to show y'all. This was just on the tomatoes, and I tell you why I do this when it starts getting these triple digits. Okay, can you see this? This is TNT Tomato Booster. And here is the ingredients. It's 5% nitrogen, 18% phosphorus, 16% potash. Y'all remember, I do not heavy feed nitrogen after my tomato plants get a good start. They get good foliage. They green up. When I start seeing blooms, forget it. This 5% is not going to affect it. But that 18% phosphorus, when it's these types of temps, you need to concentrate on that root system. You want to force it to even go deeper, okay? That's going to stabilize that tomato because when it wilts, it puts weight. And in these heats, it does. The potash is, like I said, it's like a daily dose of vitamins. That's 16%. So I'm keeping it healthy vitamin-wise. And I also think that that's a lot, that contributes a lot to the bugs. You know, no different than a body. If you nourish your body, you know, give the right nutrients, the right vitamins, you're subject to be well all the time with little hiccups, as I put it. No different than a plant. They eat just like us. They need nourishment just like us. Not just in food, but in vitamins. So that's the way I view my gardens. It makes sense to Lippy. So But when it gets these triple digits, I'm gonna pour. And this is the highest phosphorus I can find. I think we've used this about 5-6 years. Very little. I use a half an ounce. I bring it up to number 5, 0.05, to a gallon of water, and I only give a slight drink to just my tomatoes. Now, in a couple of days, they're gonna be like, whoa, what did she just do? Or you can put it in a pump-up sprayer and spray, but because I've had to compact my garden this year because of the amount of soil we've been able to purchase, I don't spray it because it's got other things I've got companion planted with, and it could burn them. But if you just have your tomatoes to theirself, get a pump-up sprayer, spray at that base, spray, you know, the leaves and around, not heavy, don't soak them, but you give them a little bit of drink, the leaves. Do it early morning. Do not let that sun hit them, okay, for at least 2 to 3 hours. And remember, guys, some of you may miss that garden update. Never, ever fertilize without watering your garden first. Water, fertilize, water that in. A dry soil and a dry plant is not going to absorb. You have to wake the roots up. Put water first. Ooh, I'm alive. I got a drink. So then when you come back with your fertilizer, it's going to drink it. And I do like a liquid fertilizer. Then you come back with water, and you're good. But if you say, oh, I'm putting my fertilizer in and I'm putting it in, it's not doing anything. It's not going to do anything. You have to wake the root system up. It's like a sponge, and it's just going to keep taking it in. So there's Lippy's garden knowledge and garden update. So let's see, tomorrow, Monday, June 13th, Mr. Buddy's birthday, pesto challenge. Hadn't got any videos in from other channels. So it looks like it's going to be us three stooges. Wanda at Crazy Days, Miss Jan at Not a Real Farm, and yours truly, Miss Lippy. They've already got their videos sent to me. They shouldn't have done that. Just saying. Girls, y'all shouldn't have sent it to me till like late tonight. So now I know what I ain't gonna do. I'm bad. But I ain't lying, am I? Nope. Stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Y'all, ain't no better than being a winner or something and you ain't even posted the video.